So we're going to talk about service agreements now.
Favourite topic?
Yeah. Where did you get your law degree from?
It's a great question.
Me, Dr. Google.
Oh, I wish. I feel like I need a law degree to decipher the service agreement sometimes.
Exactly.
Don't have one.
No, I don't have a law degree either. Totally valid question, like I think that service agreements should be accessible to everyone and presented in a way that people can understand.
Do you ever feel out of depth yourself when it comes to service agreements?
Oh, golly, yes.
Yes. When I feel like I'm confident and I know, I'm comfortable and confident with implementing the service agreement, something pops up.
Often it's the way it's worded too that is too complex. It's a lot of pages.
So,
Yeah.
What does a good service agreement look like?
I think a good service agreement makes it really clear what the rights and responsibilities for each party, the things that you can and can't expect from your service provider, and make it really clear to you what you're going to receive.
a good service agreement is one that is understood by the person who is receiving it.
So how do we make sure that my voice is heard in a service agreement?
Well, the things that are important to you need to be written into the agreement.
How do you think a service agreement actually helps us tenants?
If you really read them and take the time on it, it is a good protection in the sense of what the service provider is supposed to be providing to you.
Yeah.
And there's a contract that they can't withdraw services under a certain time. So you've got a little bit of a safety barrier. If they're going to do it, they have to tell you. They can't just suddenly drop you one day, which is good.
If it's genuinely being collaboratively done, then it means that all your requirements are within that service agreement, which is empowering.
And it should be a document that really clearly sets out how to change things when you're not happy, right? There should be a really clear pathway in there, how to complain and then and to be heard. Yeah.
Yes, that does need to be in there.
The service agreement provides the protection there that dictates what we can and can't do as a provider, as an SDA provider, as a service provider, what we must do, what we shouldn't do, what we can't do, when we can and can't do things, and the time frames and everything. So those are protections within themselves.
I agree.
So it helps with expectations as well. Yeah.
On
With time
both
frames.
sides.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Who can I talk to if the service agreement, or I feel that the service agreement isn't meeting my needs?
Is this before or after you've signed it?
Good question.
It is a good question.
So I suppose looking at it before and after. Before, definitely you can ask us as the SDA provider, and we should be able to answer any questions. Ultimately as well, you should be able to take that information or your questions somewhere that's completely non-biased.
Well, the service agreement should outline who you can talk to. That's one thing. So it should be really clear from day one. You can speak to anyone who you're comfortable with in the organisation, really.
Support coordinators. Or if you really get stuck, if you haven't got a support coordinator for some reason, NDIS directly through the helpline.
I would say support coordinator as well. If you're not getting what you need, get on. That would be my first point of call.
Going on from there, how do you put tenants in the centre of your business?
I think one of the secrets of this is be a good listener. And right from the very beginning, when you first meet somebody who might be interested in moving into one of your properties, the key thing is you actually need to tune into what the individual themselves, how much they know about this process, what their particular preferences are around how to engage with you.
It starts from day one, I think, talking about the supports that you want to receive, what that looks like for you, who's providing those supports, the time that you want the supports provided, how they can be modified if they're not meeting your needs. I think it's about open communication and making sure that you feel comfortable to communicate with us as the support provider, and that you know who to contact, and just again making sure that communication goes both ways.
talk to people. Just make sure people are known. Have a conversation with them that, is based on supported decision making, common understanding, and being able to really communicate effectively from day one, or start the relationship that empowers that communication from day one.
And we're done.
Wow.
That was wonderful.